My name is Aaron Schwartz. I'm one of the co-founders of Arita.ai, and we help brands make the most money possible by telling them who their most engaged customers are. It creates just a ton of leverage for our team. We're able to focus more on our customers. We're able to focus on hiring, but like the actual hiring part of hiring, not the like admin side, which is super crucial to do right to create a great candidate experience, but it's not the differentiator for how do you choose who the right candidate is. We have somebody who's going on paternity leave right now, and being able to turn to Levy and say, great, we already have our policy now, how do we actualize that for this employee so he has a wonderful experience? Things like that just kind of take away a lot of stress from me to be able to focus on the growth of the business. At this point, I bring everything that feels absolutely non-critical to the business, but still important to be done to Levy. And I let them tell me what they can do and what they can't do. They're my default first choice. So finance stuff, absolutely helpful. Equity stuff, helpful. Legal stuff, helpful. We're updating our employee handbook. That's really obviously crucial. And I don't have any expertise in that. So getting somebody who's done it 100 times just creates a lot of leverage for us. I think there's two different ways that Levy saves us time. If it's 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours, I don't know how many hours a week I would say, but enough that it's like self-evidently worth it for us to choose Levy instead of doing the work ourselves. I actually think for me personally, the biggest savings is just anxiety and stress. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of time savings, but I also say it's anxiety savings where I just don't have to think about a lot of stuff anymore. Honestly, I would go hire somebody in operations and I'd ask him or her to figure it out. That's it. There isn't an alternative software that I would use. I mean, we use Rippling, which is cool, but the amount of notifications I get from Rippling about every single choice I have to make, I still have to do the schlep work of figuring out what is like how to get the most out of the tool. So not having to even do that as self-serve and awesome of a product as it is, but not have to put in that critical thinking. So it's likely it would either be hiring an employee who like a core part of our job would be running the operations of the company, or just a lot of things wouldn't get done or get done half-assed, which would be really bad for everybody. It maybe doesn't create risk today, but there's a long-term impact down the road that I just am happy to avoid. If Levy were to disappear tomorrow, I'd probably be pretty annoyed. I would reach out to our lawyers and ask for help. Probably reach out to our accountants and ask for some help. I'd bother the heck out of my co-founder and be like, hey, can you deal with this? So I can just pretend it doesn't exist. Like I would probably candidly hide. Like there's too many other things for me to deal with. I'm hopeful Levy doesn't go away. The thing that I would advise first-time founders is to seriously think about outsourcing the things or handing off the things that aren't as critical. I do think it's really useful for a founder to do the job before you hire somebody to do the job. And when it comes to company operations, finance, HR, you also can talk to your investors or other friends and understand what the quote unquote job is and realize that actually you don't bring anything special to it. Like you need to put your cultural stamp on it. You need to put your value system on it. But then once you make the decisions, actually instrumenting what the operations of the company are is not something that is worth you spending the time learning. It's worth you making the right decision and then having a partner who does it, and then being a sounding board and checking the work and making sure that you're truly bought in and that your customer journey is awesome and your employee journey is awesome. But I would not spend the time actually going deep in how do I set up with the state? It's just not worth it. Yeah, I would recommend any startup that is at a point of trying to scale, use Levy. If you're 2 people, maybe not, right? Do the work yourself. The minute that you start hiring other employees, the minute that you raise money, you don't raise money, you're going to cash flow the business, but you're actually thinking about scale. You need to start thinking about leverage on your time so you can spend more time with your customers, spend more time with your team, right? Do the critical stuff that's going to make or break the business. And the faster you can go get a partner to help you build out the infrastructure for your business, the better.